More than 80 years after the infamous FBI shootout in Marion County, the Ma Barker house has been relocated.
Today, crews floated the home on a barge across Lake Weir to Marion County's Carney Island Conservation Area. WUFT Sarah Gerard was there for the historic moment. Sarah, what was it like?
It took about 30 minutes to get the house across, and it was definitely a sight to see. The Ma Barker house became known around the world after the FBI and the legendary gangster Ma Barker and one of her sons, Fred, took part in a 4-hour gunfight. Both Ma and her son were killed inside the upstairs bedroom. The land the house rested on went up for sale in 2012, and the owners decided to donate the home to Marion County. Today, the house, still speckled with bullet holes, took to the water. A rather large piece of history floating on Lake Weir.
So you sat on the same furniture that Ma Barker did?
Well, yeah. Yes, I can say that.
Not only is the site a landmark of the infamous Ma Barker shootout, but also of Pam Falk's childhood.
It's history, you know, we have a lot of memories in that home.
Falk says members of her family have owned the property since 1892, and she spent her summers there as a kid.
All our families, we use that as a vacation home. And then in the early 1970s, my parents built a home right next to the Barker house, and then eventually we moved up here.
In the 30s, the home served as a rented hideout spot for the Barker gang, who at the time were being watched by the federal government for a string of murders, kidnappings, and robberies.
They actually did a metal detector sweep of the property and actually found shell casings from the shootout.
This is now the former site of the Ma Barker house and the longest FBI shootout in history. In 1935, President Hoover called Ma Barker the most vicious, dangerous, and resourceful criminal mind in the last decade.
You were there with all of the bullet holes and...
Oh yeah, there's still bullet holes there. They're patched, but oh yeah, you can definitely tell where all the bullet holes are.
The owners sold the property but offered the house up to the county.
The owner came to the county and said, you know, if we will donate this to you if you will move it.
So crews floated the Ma Barker house, now set to become a museum, on a barge to the Carney Island Conservation Area. Dozens of locals turned out to watch and learn about its history.
As a kid, I'd always heard stories about it and I always wanted to see it.
Others to reminisce.
It was kind of bittersweet seeing the home floating on the lake, but I know, it's going to be preserved, and we are just so thrilled.
All the original furniture is in storage, waiting to be set back up in the home once it becomes a museum. Commissioners told me it likely won't be open to the public for another 4 to 5 months. For more on the Ma Barker house, you can log on to WUFT.org. Reporting live from the newsroom, Sarah Gerard, WUFT News.